season just continues to crumble. The feeling here, you can hear the guys in the background. Everyone's just flat. Everyone just wants the season to end. Before I heard you talking about how big the problems actually are away from the players. I just wanted to pick up on that.
I think it's easy to go on the players, go in on them. At the end of the day, I think we all can see what it really is. But my personal point of view is that this is a problem that goes way deeper. This is with the board, this is with the Glazers, it's with them, it's their fault. Everything, listen, we got bankers making footballing decisions, and when you've got that kind of structure within a football club, it's gonna go wrong, okay? What can I say? You know, we're commercial, we're just a commercial club. Louis van Gaal came out, I think.
Agree with what you said.
100%. I think even Klopp came out and said, you know, I didn't come to Man United because it's Disneyland, you know? And it's true, 100% it's true. We are a club that's just driven on commercial success. Us fans, we want to do well in the Prem, yeah? We want to get top, I say top 4 because that's how the standard's gone right now. But for them, it's about getting the best sponsorship deals. It's about getting the commercial revenue. It's about shirt sales. We're no longer a footballing club. We're a business. That's what it is. And you know, what can you say?
How would you start to unpick this? Because you know, everybody's got contrasting views. I think everybody agrees with the basis of what you said in terms of the reset and where we are at and why we're in this position. When it gets to the summer, obviously we're going to get this new manager in.
Yeah. Forget it.
Where do you start with unpicking this? What needs to happen?
Listen, I don't really know, because my point of view is that no matter who we get in, we're gonna be here in 2-3 years' time. I'm gonna go Ten Hag out or Pochettino out, or Luis Enrique out. The fact of the matter is, no matter what manager is in this role, they're just gonna fail, because when you've got a board behind them, the board that we got, the owners that we got, no manager's ever going to succeed.
So they're the ones.
Because I'll tell you what, Flex, this is what's going to happen, yeah? Ten Hag's going to be in a job. He's going to identify a midfielder that he wants, number 1 choice. We won't get him. He'll have number 2. We won't get him. He'll have number 3. We won't get him. He'll get his 4th choice. And when you're getting your 4th choice midfielder, that's not going to win you Prems. That's not going to win Champions League. Yeah, right. It might get you top 4. But that's what the board cares about. That's what the owners care about. They just want top 4 and all the revenue that comes with it. You're not going to win a Prem or, you know, major honours with a 4th choice midfielder or 4th choice striker, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a manager in who's just going to be overruled by the owners and the board. That's what's going to happen. So for me, it's hard. Listen, I appreciate Ten Hag. I think he's a great manager, but I can't get excited, because at the end of the day, you need to be backed, and if you're not backed, you know.
Well, let me ask you this, like, on a personal. What have United done to you personally? How do you feel? As if I was to say to you, how has the club made you feel as a fan? Like, how do you feel?
Listen, at the end of the day, I support my team. I come here. My dad took me here when I was like 10 years old, 9 years old. I fell in love, and I always come here and I always support the team. But if you're telling me how I feel, yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to see when I was spoiled growing up watching Man United win titles after titles after titles. Moscow 2008, you know, I was a kid and I saw that, and now to see where we are now, yeah, it's not great, you know. It's actually bad to see. Like, it's heartbreaking. But I always support the team no matter what. But I feel like it's important for us as fans to actually address the problem. The problem isn't the players. The problem is this ownership and the board and the people making decisions at the top, a very, very high level at the club. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem. You know, we can all go in players individually. Listen, we all know that it's not great. You know, we can compare like for like Dalot with Trent at Liverpool. Yeah, of course. Like, there's a big difference. You know, there's a big difference. But at the end of the day, like, we can't go in on these players individually, because the problem lies with the board. You know, if we don't invest in this club and get the players that we want, and the manager who identifies what's his first choice, you know, right back is, if we don't get him, well, what do you want to do?
Do you think a lot of the players that we have are better than what they're showing, maybe under new guidance, under new structure at the football club, or do you still think some aren't up to it as well?
Listen, I'm not going to go in on the players like that, because it is what it is. But yeah, of course, like, you see it today. We've got Ranić. Everyone goes in on Ranić. Ranić knows his football. At the end of the day, Ranić knows his football. Tactically, he's great. But he can only work with what he's got. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, a workman can only work with what he's got. Ranić can only work with the players that he's got. I think it's a true reflection of where we are right now. We're not where, you know, we're not as good as I think many many people think we are. Like, let's be honest. Yeah, man, it's tough. We're in I tell you right now, we're in a bad place. Pogba's gonna go. We're down another midfielder. You know, Rashford. It's hard for me to sit.
It's like the end of the season just needs to come for Rashford, doesn't it? Like, he's just struggling so bad.
It's hard to see because I genuinely thought like he was gonna go places when I saw him, but I don't even know. Like, it's hard. You know, it's not working out for him. I think, you know, we're in for a really tough couple of years. I'm telling you now.
Do you think it's going to get worse before it's going to get better?
I think it's going to get worse, especially with players going out. I feel like, hopefully, listen, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be as positive as I can, but at the end of the day, you've got to be realistic and look at what's in front of you.
Nice one. Well, thanks for talking to us. Appreciate that, man. Nice one.